Okay, so come down onto your mats. Have the legs long if that's okay. If not, then bend the knees. And just take some time to settle and to feel the weight of the body as it drops down into the mat. And feel that support underneath it. Just come to notice any sensations in the body. Any areas that may feel resistant, tight. And equally, any areas that may feel spacious and free. And then bring the awareness to the breath. Noticing the breath. I'd like to become a little deeper. Invite it down into the belly. The belly rises and falls with the breath. When we feel the presence of the breath, it allows the mind to become a little bit more focused, a little bit more alert. And as you settle, allow the breath to be fluid, easy. The spark, this life force that we feel in the body. The in-breath and its sense of nourishment. And the out-breath with its sense of release. So as we allow the body to soften, releasing any gripping or clinging, begin to naturally create some space. Just begin to lengthen the out breath. Release any charge that may have built up in the body. Notice any tightness around the eyes, in the jaw. And just allow those areas to soften. And tuning into the body during this practice and doing what feels right for you at any time. Just knowing that my voice is just a guidance. The eyes closed, if you can, during the practice, so that there's that sense of going within, that sense of connecting with that inner self. Let's take a few more rounds in this way. We'll begin with the release through the lower back. So bend the knees, come into the semi-supine position. And have the ankles underneath the knees. So maybe you can just touch the heels of the feet with your fingers. So that from the knees to the ankles, we have that vertical line. And the arms down beside you, a little away from the body, with the palms facing down. So a very gentle bridge posture, easing our way into the bridge to release the lower back. So as you breathe in, give to the feet, give to the hands, and just lift the hips a little way up from the ground. Just a little way up. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, slowly lower. Just lower back down through the sacrum, through the tailbone. Pause. And then when the inhalation arrives, again, pressing into the feet, lifting the hips. Maybe a little bit higher. Pause at the end of the inhale. And exhale. Rolling down through that lower back. Have a sense of release through the lower back. And the breath envelops the movement. So begin the breath before the movement. A long, slow out breath. When we keep the connection between the movement of the breath, we create a soothing sense to the mind. So the mind becomes soft. There's no striving, there's just a noticing. It relaxes the mind. Take a couple more rounds in this way. Maybe lifting the hips a little higher, up onto the shoulders maybe. Just noticing how it feels. Rolling the spine down, vertebra by vertebra. And that pause at the end of the out-breath. Final round in this way, pressing into the feet, into the hands, peeling the spine up from the ground. And then that long, slow, releasing out breath. And then pause. Again, just tuning into any sensations in the body. The breath returns back to the belly. Releasing, softening. And then the knees together and apart quite rapidly to release any holding on, any gripping in the thighs and the buttocks. And just have a sense of looseness in this area. Breathing out, which is the tendency to lose the out breath. Hey. Yeah. And then pause. And a little bit of work on the shoulders, bring the arms up in front of the chest, interlace the fingers, turn the palms up towards the ceiling. Unplug the left shoulder blade, work into the heel of the left hand, unplug the right shoulder blade, work, extend into the heel of the right hand, and then extend into the heels of both hands as you unplug both shoulder blades to create a little bit of opening in the back body, back of the heart. Hey, again, using the out breath to lengthen and open and soften that area. Chin gently drawn in towards the chest. And if it feels okay to do so, if the shoulders allow, take the arms back overhead. And again, extend into the heels of the hands. So creating space through the upper body. And then the right leg long, and then the left leg long, and point the toes towards you and away from you. And again, with each out breath, create some space, and that space receives the breath. Work into the joints of the toes, joints of the fingers, elbows, armpits, hips. Okay. Hey. Open up the nerves, create space in the nerves. And then slowly return the arms back down beside you. And just gently draw the right knee towards you. The shoulders stay soft. Just noticing that right side of the body. And then the left knee comes in to meet it into Uttanasana. And just gently ease out the lower back. Nice long out breath in. And then holding the left knee, extend the right leg long. And again, the shoulders stay soft as you use the out breath to gently encourage that left thigh in towards the body. Notice how it feels. Notice any resistance. Take the breath into any areas of resistance. And then again, return both knees in towards you. Maybe separate the knees slightly to begin to open up the hips as you encourage the knees towards the armpits, back of the body in contact with the ground. Just begin that release and that opening in the lower back. And then plant the feet back down onto the ground. Have the arms a little away from the body with the palms facing uppermost. And we'll circle that lower back, circling into the lower back. Tailbone, back of the left hip, back of the waist, back of the right hip, and then back to the tailbone. Smooth, easy breath. Easing out that lower back. Beginning to wake up the belly here. The belly, this is our energy center. Let's take one more movement together in this way. And then when you've completed that movement, pause. And then the opposite direction. Feeling it. We're not thinking about it, we're not judging it. Just noticing how it feels. One more round together in this way. And then pausing, semi-supine. Again, just notice the subtle sensations in the belly. Then to work a little bit deeper into the hips, bring the right knee in, bring the left knee in. Place the hands on the knees with the fingers pointing towards the feet. And then begin to open up the hips, circling the knees in opposite directions. The hands very lightly on the knees. Just notice how the hips respond. Creating some space in the hips. And just once more in this direction. And then pause and take the knees the opposite way. Staying with the breath, keeping the connection between the breath and the movement. Soothing the mind, calming the mind. And then when you bring the knees back in towards you, just pause there in Apanasana. As you breathe in, the thighs naturally move away from you. And as you breathe out, just gently giving yourself a hug as the thighs come in towards the belly. Then separate the knees and hold the lower legs, the feet come apart here. And you can take the hands to wherever's comfortable on the lower legs, underneath the knees or anywhere on the shins that feels okay. But just so the weight of the arms can allow that opening in the hips. Breath stays in the belly. The mind into focus. Notice how the hips respond. Long out breath. And bring the soles of the feet together and come into cactus arms and take the arms back, square arms, and root down through the arms into the ground. Back of the waist drops down, soles of the feet come together. And just invite in that sense of opening, sense of softening. Maybe noticing if one knee is a little higher than the other. The heart centers open. Chin's gently drawn in, face is soft and relaxed. And the breath moving freely through the body as best as you can. And then return the arms down beside you. Counterpose that opening by bringing the knees together and having the feet wide. Again, just tune in to sensations in the body. And then we'll come into what affectionately is referred to as threading the needle. Works a little bit deeper into the hips, so be mindful here, bring the right knee in, flex the right foot to protect that right knee. And gently encourage the right knee away from you by extending through the right arm. And for some of us this will be enough. You're just working in this way. You're taking it further, you're taking the right arm into that hole to meet the left hand behind the left thigh. And then the head returns back down. The arms are soft. If the head doesn't come all the way down, then you might choose to place a block underneath the head, using the out-breath to create some space through that right hip. Breathing, lengthening, softening through that right side of the hip. Hey. Let's take one more breath here. Turn that left foot down, give the right knee a hug, plant the right foot down. Just windscreen wipe the knees from side to side. And then center, and the left knee comes in. Flex the left foot, place the left ankle on the right thigh. Just flex the foot. Gently encourage that left knee away from you. Again, one side is often more resistant than the other, so notice how that feels. And if you're taking it further, chin comes in towards the chest, raise the head, clasp behind the back of the right thigh. Breathe into any tightness, create some space through that left side of the body. Soften into it. Take one more breath here. And then lower the right foot down. Give the left knee a hug. Plant the left foot down. And again, take the arms a little away from the body as you windscreen wipe the knees from side to side. Easing out any tightness in the lower back and the hips. And then when you return to the center, draw the knees in towards you into Uttanasana. And then slowly inhale, take both arms back overhead. Extend the legs up as if you're planting the feet on the ceiling. And then as you breathe out, hug the knees in towards you into Uttanasana. And continue in this way, feeling that length, extending, opening. Pause here. And then exhale into Uttanasana. Twice more in this way. Lengthen, open, and the limbs emerging from the belly. Work into the fingers, spread the hands, spread the toes. And then come into your reverse tabletop. Drop the shoulder blades into the ground, back of the waist into the ground. Heels of the feet moving uppermost, heels of the hands moving uppermost, extending, lengthening through the arms. Good. Again, any resistance, any tightness, create space around the joints. Hey. Let's take one more breath here. And then back into Uttanasana. And then drop the feet down. And take some resting breaths and pause. Notice how you feel. Notice how the body responds, how the mind responds. And then from here, roll up or roll onto your side. Come into cross-legged position. and do a little bit of work on the arms. And if you find that the knees are high, then place a block or a blanket just underneath the buttocks so that the hips can drop down, knees can drop, hips can come up and the knees can drop down. Okay, so lengthen up through the upper body. And we're going to raise the right arm up, reach up into the fingers of the right hand, and then bring that palm into the shoulder blades. And the left hand comes over and just encourages that right elbow up towards the ceiling and back as the right palm comes in towards the shoulder blades. So you feel that lengthening through the upper arm. Take one more breath here. And then release. And then the other side, bring the hand up, extend up, reach up. Take the palm into that space between the shoulder blades. Use the opposite hand to encourage the elbow beside the head. Keep breathing out to create that sense of space and lengthening through the upper arm. So you're creeping the fingers down the back body. Take one more breath here. And then release. Pause here, drop the shoulder blades down. Ease them out if they feel that they need some counter movements. And then inhale, bring both arms up. Extend up, reach up. Bring the palms together. And then take the hands, both hands down in between the shoulder blades. Lift both elbows up. And then inhale, return the hands and release them back down. Just pause here. Feel any subtle sensations in the shoulders. And then we'll open up the side of the body, bring the left hand down, bring the right arm up beside the ear. Just encourage, invite that opening into the side of the body. And then the other way. Maybe look up into the crease of the elbow if the neck allows. Good. And then return the hand down. Bring the soles of the feet together, that gentle Baddha Konasana. Collarbones nice and wide as we butterfly the knees. Keep rooting down through the sitting bones. Just loosen up the hip joints. And then from here, remove your block or your blanket. We're going to come into that version of the bow posture where we take the hands behind us. We root down through the sitting bones. Bring the feet towards you and then lift the toes up to engage the lower belly. So as if we're knitting the lower belly in towards the spine. And then we anchor through this part as we release the hands and raise the feet up into low bow. So we begin to wake up that agni, that fire in the belly here. Rooting down through the sitting bones, crown of the head lengthens up. Shoulder blades moving down the back body. Feel the strength, feel the energy in the belly. And the toes can come up in line with the eyes. Keep knitting that lower belly in towards you. Take one more breath here. And then return the feet down. Just drape the arms over the legs. Let the head drop down. Return the breath into the belly that you've just been working on. Open up the back body. Hey. Tune into the breath. And then from here we're coming into a twist. So we'll start in Dandasana with the legs long. Have the arms beside you, fingers either pointing forward or back, whichever's the most comfortable. But rooting down through the sitting bones, create that length up through the spine. Just encourage the toes towards the body so that we begin to wake up the backs of the knees here. In Dandasana, stick posture. And the hands are very lightly in contact with the ground, so the back of the body does the work. And the collarbones again, nice and wide. Okay. And then coming into our twist, bring that right foot towards you. You can either keep the foot there, or if you're working a little bit more strong, take it across the left leg. Plant, root down through that big toe joint. Use the left hand to draw the right knee toward the center line. Right palm faces into the center line. And then reach forward. Take the hand up and you're gazing, gentle, soft gaze at the hand. Take the hand down behind you. Encourage that knee towards you as you begin to slowly participate in that rotation through the upper body. So with each out breath, working a little bit deeper into that twist. So we're working into our digestive area here. The back of the left knee is open. So the toes of the left foot point up towards the ceiling. Breathing out. Let's take one more breath here. And then bring that back hand forward. And release that right leg. Shake the legs out. And then the other side. Bring the left foot over. Root down through that big toe joint. Draw the left knee towards the center line. Left palm faces inwards. Reach up into the fingers of the left hand. Take the hand behind you. Encourage that knee towards the center line. Drop the shoulder blades down the back body. Root down through the sitting bones. Back of the right knee begins to open. Use the out breath. Slowly moving into that twist. Notice how it feels. Breathing into the belly and out from the belly. We're burning off anything that's built up in the belly. We're breathing it out, we're letting it go. Hey, creating more fire, more energy in the belly. Let's take one more breath here. And then return that back hand up. Looking up to the hand, release it down. Release the left leg. And prepare for Paschimottanasana. Both hands up now, inhale. You can work with a block if you feel that this is too strong. Exhale forward. Looking beyond the toes. Inhale up. Exhale. Just continue to work in this way. The out breath invites that sense of release, this down and outward motion, as if we're letting go of anything that we no longer need. And these forward bends afford us this. Let's take one more breath in this way. And maybe just pause here in Paschimottanasana, seated forward bend. Soften here. Maybe hold the toes with the index fingers. The belly moves forward, the collarbone is nice and wide. There's no striving or pushing. Just working with the breath, releasing with the breath. using the out breath to allow the muscles to lengthen and soften. And deep inhale the arms, bring you up. Take them behind you. Gentle counter pose would be the collarbones coming up towards the chin. Slightly more stronger would be to root down through the hands, lift the hips up, point the toes away, and then drop back down. Swing the legs round to come into Vajrasana. Sitting back on the heels, place the hands with the palms facing uppermost on the thighs. If you can bring the heels together, so you zip the feet together, then do so. Again, the eyes close downwards. Breath returns into the belly. Crown of the head moving uppermost. There's a softness here. It's a settling. And bring the left hand down beside you. Inhale, bring the right arm up. Gaze up to the fingers of the right hand. Lengthen, extend and open. And then bring that hand down. Bring the opposite hand up. Reach, extend and open. And then return that hand down. Come onto your tabletop position. Spread the fingers. Press into the fingers and release the feet, just pad the feet. Any tightness in the feet. We're going to open up the right side of the body by bringing the right palm into the center line again. And as we breathe in, we come forward, turn the palm away, gaze up to the fingers of the hand as the hand moves back and down. The hips move back towards the heels. So we inhale. And we exhale, inviting that sense of openness into the side body, that quality of openness. Take one more round in this way. And on the other side, left palm in, forward over that right wrist. Arm up and back, hips back and down. Full range of movement through the left arm. Let's take one more breath in. And when you come forward, send the knees nice and wide, bring the big toes together. Reach the hands forward, bring the forehead down. Let's take some time to pause here. Tune into the stillness. And then reaching the fingers forward. Come up onto tulip hands. So this is where the fingers root down, the palms come up, forehead comes down. And we're taking both hands to the right side. So right hand, left hand follows. Right hand, left hand follows. Until you feel that opening into the left side of the ribs. And when you come to a place that feels okay to do so, then return the head back down. But take the breath into the spaces between the left ribs. Breathe into those spaces, any resistance, any tightness here. And then slowly return back into the center. toes in the center. And then the other side, taking the hands, walking them over. And when you come to a place where you can feel that opening through the side of the body, work into the fingers of that right hand, bring the forehead down. Tune in here. And then slowly bring the hands back, forehead down. Drop the hips back towards the heels. And then from here, bring the hand back underneath the shoulders, bring the knees in towards you. Just gently into your cat posture. Inhale. Pause, collarbones nice and wide. Exhale to round. Really beginning to wake up the spine in this way. Any challenges with the neck, then don't take the head too far back, because otherwise we crunch the back of the neck. Just go to a place that feels okay. Again, you're pressing into the hands, into the fingers. Let's take one more round together in this way. And then from your tabletop position, have the gaze forward and take the right leg back, tuck the toes under. And again, we've got that sense of creating space, opening up the back of the knee. And then just gently allow that leg to float up in line with the body. Extend the heels away as the toes point towards you. And use the out breath to create some length through that right side. And then lower that right knee down. Extend the left leg long. Encourage that left heel away from you. And then just allow that leg to rise up in line with the body. Keep dropping the shoulder blades down the back body. The gaze is slightly forward. The toes moving towards you. Good. And then from here, drop the left knee down very slowly. Tuck the toes under and lift the knees up. Soft gaze, breath in the belly. And then gently encourage the knees to move up, the hips to move up as you move into downward dog. Hey. And then drop down onto the knees, long arm child pose. Take the weight off the hands, hips back towards the heels. And then go again. Inhale, tuck the toes, lift the knees, into downward dog. Navel draws towards the spine quite naturally at the end of the exhale. Head is relaxed, yes, no with the head. Hey, keep giving to the hands. And then again return. Release the knees, release the toes. Long arm child. And then again, come up into your downward dog. And from here, at the end of the exhale, navel draws up, back towards the spine. Soften the right knee, extend the left heel down, just gaze underneath the left armpit, up towards the ceiling. Notice how that feels to lengthen through the back of the left leg. And then the other side, soften the left knee, extend the right heel down. Gaze up underneath the right armpit. Hey. And then back into your downward dog. And just gently encourage the heels towards the ground. The knees can remain soft if that feels right for you. If you soften the knees, just take the gaze forward between the hands and the belly comes towards the thighs. And then back into your downward dog. And then come into frog where we turn the feet outwards so the heels coming towards each other. We inhale, and as we exhale, hips move back towards the heels as we gaze forward. Give to the hands, press into the hands to return, and go again, exhale. Keep dropping the hips towards the heels. One final time in this way, exhale. And then return back into your downward dog. And from your downward dog, come into plank. And then just hang your hanging dog. And then the belly takes you back into downward dog. And then again, come into plank. Draw the lower ribs in towards you. Strong arms. And then hanging dog. Collarbones nice and wide. Crown of the head moves up. And then back into downward dog. Just hang out in your downward dog. Hey. And from here, you can either bring one foot at a time forward between the hands to come into a standing forward bend, or you can walk the feet slowly towards the hands. And then just come into your standing forward bend, Uttanasana. Hey, use the out breath, soften into it. Maybe hold the elbows if you choose to. And if you're holding the elbows, release the hands, slowly soften the knees and roll up to stand. And stand nice and tall. Just bring the shoulders up towards the ears, squeeze them, breathe out through the mouth. Twice more in this way. Squeeze and squeeze. Inhale and squeeze. Clasp the hands at the lower back and inhale, draw the shoulder blades in towards the spine as you raise the arms up and the hands move away from you. And exhale to release. And go again, inhale. And exhale to release. Final time, inhale. And this time when you release the hands, move into Utkatasana. So just allow the feet to come together, knees come together, raise the arms up into chair pose. Upper body nice and soft and relaxed. Lower body nice and strong. And then bring the hands to the heart. Separate the feet hip distance apart. Return the breath into the belly. Again, just let go of any clinging, any gripping in the muscles. Root down into the ground. And the head's bent lightly towards the hands to release the back of the neck. So again, with our standing vinyasa, the breath envelopes the movement. So when you're ready, when the in-breath appears, inhale, raise the arms, pause at the end of the inhale, and exhale. forward bend. Emptying out. Inhale halfway. Empty out. Soft knees from the ground upwards. Inhale, arms bring you up. And exhale, hands to the heart. And drop the head towards the hands. 2 more rounds in this way. Inhale. Exhale. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. So the hands return to the heart, where the in-breath meets the out-breath. I'm going to lunge the left leg back. So same vinyasa. Inhale from the ground upwards. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, halfway. Extend the left leg back. Looking forward. Root down through the left hand. Inhale, raise the right arm up. Keep rooting down through that left hand. If the neck complains, then have the gaze forward or just drop the gaze towards that right foot. The sense of opening, again, this quality of opening. And then bring that hand down. Have the gaze forward and drop the left knee down. Release the left toes. Interlace the fingers at the bottom of the back. Inhale. Again, as the hips come forward, draw the shoulder blades in towards the spine. And exhale. Twice more in this way. And exhale. And you've completed your 3 movements. Inhale, raise the arms up. Hips forward. If you find the knees coming forward, you can always inch the front toes towards the front of your mat. And if you're taking it further, you gaze up between the hands. Okay. And then bring the hands down, tuck the back toes under, and that little bit of motion as the back leg floats up, and you step the feet together, forward bend. Inhale up, and exhale, hands to the heart. Tune into the breath. And then the right side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Out through the mouth. Right leg back, looking forward. Palm the right hand down, left arm comes up. Keep softening through the upper body. Keep rooting down through that right hand. Let's take one more breath here. Lower the hand down, the gaze is forward, drop the back knee, release the back toes. Interlace the hand at the bottom of the back. Inhale, hips forward, raise the arms. Exhale, lower. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale, raise the arms up. By kneeling warrior one. Look up between the hands if you're working more strong. And then bring the hands down. Frame the front foot, tuck the back toes under, the gaze is forward, lift the back knee. A little bit of motion backwards and forward, back foot floats up. Step the feet together, forward bend, soft knees, inhale up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Close the eyes down, tune into the breath. Okay. And then the same vinyasa. This time we're coming up to standing warrior one. So we inhale up, forward bend, halfway, out through the mat. Slowly take the left leg back, but plant the foot down, turn the back foot out 45 degrees. Come up 50-50 through the feet into warrior one. Soft, empty gaze, strong back leg. From here into warrior two. So the left arm comes down, right arm comes forward. Modify the feet so the back foot turns out slightly. Breath moves in and out of the belly. And then into peaceful warrior, where the front arm turns up, the back hand comes down to the back leg. And just gaze towards the back hand as the front arm comes up overhead. And then windmill the arms forward. And bring the back foot to meet the front foot. Forward bend, soft knees, inhale. And exhale to the heart. Soften into your standing posture. Feel the connection between the feet and the earth. Feel that sense of rooting down through the earth. And then the right side, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Take the right foot back, turn it out 45 degrees, 50-50 through the feet. Inhale up into warrior one. Just encourage that right hip a little forward so the hips are in alignment. Notice the tendency to lift the chin, keep the back of the neck long, keep the gaze forward and soft, jaw relaxed. From here into warrior two. Again, that quality of opening through the heart center, from the heart into the fingers. Toes are relaxed. Peaceful warrior, front palm turns up, back hand down. Gaze towards the back hand. And then from here, release the front arm. Turn the feet towards the front. And then take them a little way out to the sides, as if you're taking them out to the sides 45 degrees. Have the hands on the hips and just begin to allow the knees to follow the feet. So there's a sense that the tailbone drops down and the knees begin to follow the feet. just dropping down as best you can. And then inhale up. And exhale down. And again, inhale up. And exhale down. And then with the knees bent, come into a side bend. So bring the right hand down, bring the left arm up and over. And then take that in the opposite direction. And again. And then from here, straighten the legs, point the feet forward to face the front, take the hands on the back of the hips, and just slide the hands down the back of the legs to come into your nice wide angled forward bend. Hey, again, long out breaths. Hey, navel draws up towards the spine. And then bring the hands forward and either step both feet together or heel toe both feet together to come into a squat. And then from here, slowly face the front, come onto your back body. Bring the arms back into your cactus. Bring the knees in towards you. Exhale, take the knees to one side, head opposite direction. Inhale, center. Exhale, opposite side. And then knees into the center. Twice more in this way. Keep rooting down through the backs of the hands. And then when you've completed your 3 rounds, drop the feet down. Take the arms out to shoulder level, palms either down or up. Zip the feet together, knees together. Inhale, exhale to one side. Center. Opposite side. And center. Let's take one more round in this way. And then when you return back into the center, the arms down beside you, pause here. And then to counterpose that, you're going to come up into the bridge and hold that bridge. So you can either, a gentler version, is you come up into the bridge and you take the arms back overhead with the palms facing uppermost. Or you take the arms underneath the back body, draw the shoulder blades in towards the spine, root down through the feet, and keep encouraging the lifting of the hips. Lovely backward bend again, that opening through the front body. Backward bends bring energy into the body. They lift the heart. Now when you've completed your next out breath, release the arms, return the spine down to the mat. Bring the knees in towards you, Uttanasana. Inhale, bring the head up towards the knees. Exhale, lower the head and circle the ankles. breathing out, keep the shoulders soft, opposite direction. And then return the feet to the mat. Just tune into the body, tune into the breath. Maybe a little bit more vibrancy now. Maybe that spark that pulsates through the body is a little bit more strong. This is our life force, our energy. And the more we build it up, the stronger it becomes, the more energy we create, and the more energy we have. Good. And we'll come up to sit for your pranayama practice. Make sure that the nostrils are nice and clear. Sit on a block or a blanket if you choose to. And we're just going to start with the left nostril. So we're closing the right nostril with the thumb, index finger, middle finger at the brow. And we're inhaling for a count of 5 and then pausing and then exhaling for a count of 5. Just through the left nostril, 5 rounds in this way. And the count is slow and steady. You may also choose to include the Ujjayi control. When you've completed your 5 rounds through the left nostril, close the left nostril with the ring finger, open the right nostril, and again 5 rounds through the right nostril. Inhale 5 and exhale 5. Keep the gaze inwards, especially if the eyes tend to dart around. Keep them soft and that inward gaze towards the brow center. When you've completed your 5 rounds of 5 through the right nostril, then we'll return to the left nostril, inhaling for a count of 5 and exhaling through the right nostril for a count of 5. Inhaling for 5 through the right nostril, exhaling out through the left. And again 5 rounds, 5 in and 5 out. Slow, steady breath. When you've completed and released out through the left nostril, release your hands back down onto your lap. Pause. And then slowly, in your own time, lie down. So again, take this time to drop into the back of the body. Feel the contact between the body and the ground. Feel the support of the ground. As if Mother Earth rises up to meet the body, to comfort it. As all of the benefits of the practice begin to integrate into the body, into the mind. As you effortlessly relax, the movement of the breath as it moves in and out of the belly. And each out breath, with its sense of release, decompressing, letting go. So as you breathe out, let go of the toes and the feet. Breathing out, letting go of the thighs. And the hips. Feel the belly rising and falling with the breath. And with each out breath, there's that sense of softening, sense of space. And it's this space that receives the breath. Breathing out, letting go of the arms. Relaxing the hands and fingers. Letting go of the jaw. Breathing out, letting go of any tightness around the eyes. And with each out breath, just letting go a little bit more deeply. And as you relax for a few moments more, let go of the breath. And begin to start to return back into the body. Take some slightly deeper in and out breaths. Maybe a sense of feeling revitalized and re-energized. Notice what the body needs. Maybe bringing the knees in towards you. And rolling onto your side. Take one hand underneath your cheek and just resting the head on that hand. And then in your own time, and when you're ready, coming up to sit. So thank you for sharing that with me, and namaste.